Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Universe Mode. Today we've got Monday Night Nitro, not on a Monday. And we've got 3 more big matches for you. Starting things off with a mixed gender tag team match. We've not used many of these in the past. We have got Dirty Dom Mysterio and Rhea Ripley going up against Andrade and Charlotte Flair, which I think will be an interesting one. After that we have got Ric Flair going up against Mitsuharu Misawa. And finally our main event of the evening, Hollywood Hulk Hogan goes one-on-one against Stone Cold Steve Austin. So without further ado, let's get straight into the action. And here we go then, ready to go. Rhea Ripley and Dirty Dom up against Andrade and Charlotte Flair. Of course, the rules of this one are you're only legal against your own gender, no intergender fighting. When one person tags, the other person automatically tags as well. This is the first we're going to see of either of these two teams. We've only actually had 2 mixed gender matches in the past. We've had Adam Cole and Britt Baker versus Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara. And we had The Miz and Maurice versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. So great opportunity here for one of these two teams to get themselves up there. I've always considered having a mixed gender tag team championship. Of course, it's not something you can physically do in the game. So we'd have to do it like, we'd have to pretend they're the champions, but still. I think it'd be worth it. And yeah, it's a good chance for both these ladies to pick up something interesting. Of course, Rhea won the women's Rhea won the women's Royal Rumble, didn't she? So she's obviously going to Mania to face off against our current champion Becky Lynch. But this is a good chance for Charlotte Flair to really soil that victory and affect Rhea's run up to Mania as a big boot in the face there by Andrade. And now Dirty Dom flattens Andrade. Going to bring him back up to a standing base, and Dirty Dom once again. Big back elbow taking Andrade down. I mean, where do these guys sit in the old singles rankings? Dominic Mysterio currently sits on a -4 after 8 matches, so he needs this win. He really needs this win. He's hoping that Rhea's going to lead him there. Andrade currently sits on 0 after 23 matches. So, he needs the win because he's just in the middle of nowhere, isn't he, really? Charlotte Flair currently sits 9th for the women's rankings on a +9 after 34 matches. Whereas Rhea Ripley... Where is Rhea? Not Rhea O'Reilly. Rhea Ripley currently sits on a +3 after 13. And Big Dirty Dom almost got the win there against Andrade. So Rhea needs the win in the women's rankings more than Charlotte. And Dirty Dom needs the win in the men's rankings more than Andrade. But both will take the wins, obviously. Dirty Dom now springboard off, flattens Andrade. Lovely running dropkick there by Dom. Just forcing Andrade down into the mat now. Quite a brutal stamp on the chest. So there are some big matches here tonight. Like I said, Ric Flair versus Misawa is an absolute dream match for most. And that main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin up against Hollywood Hulk Hogan, should be interesting as well. Of course, Hollywood Hulk Hogan is the United States champion at the moment. As there's the tag, the ladies re-enter the match and Rhea flattens Charlotte. Charlotte there, big strikes and a clothesline across the back of their head as well. Rhea slowly getting towards the corner. Charlotte now, look at those strikes. Rhea flops into the ring. Charlotte now up on the top herself, going for that big moonsault. Missed the first one. Jumps straight into a second. There's the pin. Oh, only enough for a 2 count. It was close though. Much closer than Dom and Rhea will be happy with. As now looking to lock in that figure 4. Can she times it by 2? The arms are going. There it is, the figure 8 leg lock. But Rhea, well, she saw it coming. Was able to punch at Charlotte's knee to break the lock. There's the tag. Dom and Andrade are now the legal partners. As Rhea dropped to the outside. Charlotte considering going after her, but I think she's decided against it. As Andrade is in control inside the ring. Lovely jumping clothesline. Andrade once again. Big slap right across the face of Dirty Dom. Andrade looked to back away to the corner. Decided against it. Now going in with that delayed vertical, but Dom fights free. And the ladies are now battling on the outside. Charlotte and Rhea. By the way, it looks like Charlotte's getting the best of it. Lovely running dropkick there by Dom. Wow, what a sit-out powerbomb. That looked to be on the outside as well by Charlotte. As Dom spears Andrade off the apron, now heading up to the top. Dirty Dom in with a dropkick, flattens Andrade. Dirty Dom now in with a snap suplex, keeps the grip, rolls their hip. For the second, keeps the grip, rolls their hip, looking to summon the spirit of the great Eddie Guerrero with those three amigos. Is Dom looking to win this by countout? He's at 7. In with the Canadian Destroyer. No, Dom. If Dom got back in the ring there, he had this on 1. He might still have it 1. Andrade has rocked. Referee counts the 10. And Rhea and Charlotte get the win by countout. Would you expect much more from Dirty Dom? Would you expect much more from Dirty Dom indeed? Rhea Ripley gets a singles point in the rankings. That moves her up to a +4. Charlotte loses a point. Moves her down to a +8, I think. Hang on a second. Did that work? Yes, it did. Yeah, okay. Just making sure I'd done my sums correctly. In the intergenders, then, Dom and Rhea get a point. Andrade and Charlotte lose a point. And then into the men's rankings, we have got Dirty Dom. I've got 3 different Dominics, apparently. Gets a point, moves him up to a -3. Andrade loses a point, moves down to a -1. Let's move on to our second match of the evening. Here we go then, match number 2 of the evening. Ric Flair goes 1-on-1 against Mitsuharu Misawa. I mean, dream match for many, this one, including myself. I did forget to turn the entrances off, though, so let's skip through those. We don't need entrances, do we? Here we go then, the match is underway. Flair versus Misawa live on Monday Night Nitro. Well, it's not live, it's pre-recorded and edited, but still. Ric Flair now dropping the knee into the arm. Boot into the spine, another big boot into the spine again. Flair dropping the knees. Misawa now with Flair up on the shoulders. Flair able to break free. There's the DDT. Flair now dropping the elbow right into the side of the leg. And Flair working those legs down. Of course, very smart. You know what he's like. He wants to get that figure 4 leg lock locked in later on in the match. Flair dropping the big double axe handle. There's the pin. Only a 2 count. Flair now slamming Misawa's face into the apron. Lovely strike again, and Flair. Oh, Misawa turns it around. And of course, Mitsuharu Misawa, fresh off that big win at the Rumble where he became our All-Asian champion. He'll want to build upon that big momentum he picked up in that match with a big performance here, potentially a win over Ric Flair. Misawa jumps over the top of Flair, and Flair now sending him over the top. Flair now big chops on Misawa. Misawa now big takedown. There's the pin. Flair kicks out after a 1. Misawa now stamping down on Flair. Big boot into the chest as well. Misawa came up on the top. Flair saw it coming, ran straight at him, forcing Misawa back down. Flair drops Misawa head first across the top rope, now looking to lock in. Looking for the elbow drop. Misawa rolled out of the way. And Misawa now with the big knees into the chest of Ric Flair. Brings Flair back up to a standing base. Scoop, slam, drops Flair. And Flair dominated the early parts of this match, but the longer it's gone on, the more Misawa has really grown into it. Butterfly suplex. As the two now really trading strikes, and Flair rolls out the ring. And Flair looks like he's not interested in continuing this match. The dirtiest player in the game is waving it off. Come on. This is a dream match. Oh! That's Ricky Steamboat. Ricky Steamboat sending Flair back into the ring. But Flair used the distraction to his advantage. Captures Misawa, knocks him down straight into the figure 4. Where did Steamboat come from? Where's Steamboat gone as well? He just sort of turned up to throw Flair back into the ring, stopping Flair backing out of this match. And he just disappeared back into the ether. But Flair has won it anyway. Ric Flair defeating the All-Asian champion Misawa. And Flair, the dirtiest player in the game, utilizing everything to his advantage as he normally does. He does pick up the victory here against Misawa, but I'm sure he won't be happy with Steamboat. As much as it came out beneficial for him and he had to take advantage of the situation, the fact that Steamboat got involved is going to annoy Flair, I would imagine. And here we go then, our main event of the evening. The United States champion, the North American champion, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, goes up against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin and Hogan here, one-on-one then in the main event of WCW Nitro. Who thought they'd ever see Austin on WCW Nitro? Well, me, because I booked it, but still. Austin now big elbow into the top of the head of Hogan. And yeah, I mean, the interesting one about this is that obviously Hogan will want a victory here. He's the North American champion. If he was to lose to Austin, I wouldn't think that would make Austin the #1 contender. Hogan now dropping Austin spine first. Hogan now dipping outside the ring, runs over and drops Austin face first. Referee starts the count. Referee's at a 2 count now as Hogan re-enters the ring. Austin now Hogan up on the shoulders. Gonna drop him face first across that top rope. Austin now bringing Hogan back up to a standing base. And it's an interesting match, this one. Hogan has dominated the majority of it, but Austin's coming back now with those big elbows right into the chest. Only a 2 count. Hogan able to kick out. Austin there with a stunner. Wow. Hogan flattened with that Stone Cold Stunner. Is that going to be enough? It's going to be a quick match if it is. Austin not paid by the hour to wrestle here. Oh, Hogan able to kick out. I think the fact that it was just so close to the ropes and he had to waste that bit of time dragging him away was just that bit too much. But Austin now continues the attacks. Big strike into the face. Hogan getting some power back and now dropping Austin neck first across that top rope. There's the pin for the 1, 2, only a 2 count. Austin sent over the top of the shoulders now. Austin fighting back with a strike in the gut. Hogan fighting back himself with the big strikes. And now in with a headbutt as well. As Hogan now stripping that top turnbuckle pad off the corner. Big clothesline into the spine of Austin. Now drops the elbow as well. Another elbow drop. Surprisingly enough, though, we've not seen the likes of Bischoff, Nash, or Hall at ringside in this match so far. Austin gets caught with a scoop slam into the atomic leg drop. Will that be enough for Hogan to pick up the win? The referee's so slow getting down. The referee was super slow getting down. If I was Hogan, I'd be annoyed with that. I think the referee might have just cost Hogan the match there. Hogan, oh, 2 elbows, then a rake in the boot across the face. Now just wrenching back at the nose of Austin. Big elbow into the face. Big strikes once again into the face by Hogan, who's slowly taking more and more control of this. In with that big boot. Austin dropped like a sack of spuds. Is he out? No, he's not quite out. Didn't look far away, though. Hogan once again. Scoop slam, middle of the ring this time. In with the atomic leg drop, and your North American champion here, surely, is going to pick up the win. Referee, again, very slow down. Didn't matter this time. Hogan gets the victory. Austin struggling, as you can see. Holding his gut, and Hogan coming to... Oh no, I thought he was going to come back and check on Austin, but no. Hogan adding insult to injury with those boots into the gut of Austin. And your North American champion sending a message to Austin. And there we go. That is the end of Monday Night Nitro on a weekday. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Of course, if you have, hit the like and subscribe, the other good stuff. And I'll see you again in a quick time for, I think it's SmackDown. I can't remember. I set this database up when I was drunk, so I can't remember anything, to be honest with you. But either way, I'll see you in a couple of days' time. Good night, God bless. But bye!